So we have the... Okay, I guess we'll do Linda as a primary, and then we'll do his book as a secondary. Sounds fair to me. So Linda... Okay, so we need to get the phone for her. Does it have to be any specific phone, or is it only one phone? Oh, I think the phone's upstairs, isn't it?
Oh.
Did she just see me? I hope not. Here's a phone. Right. So this phone will choose Linda's resolution. Yeah. Okay then. So we're doing this for Linda because she's really upset about the funeral and, well, not about the funeral, but about her grandmother dying. So that's depressing. So we'll do that. Search the air show ad. We'll choose Tommy's compromise for this chapter. You can only select compromise. Let's continue playing. No, I don't want to do that shit. Fuck off. Don't like the kid. No, the kid's alright, but the dad needs to work. He needs to get at least some work done. So what starts one? Chapter. Okay. We also need to find the little bit backstory about the house. Yes. There's a chapter. Okay, good. Is there any more backstory about the house in this one? I don't see any so far, actually. Strange. There's been backstory about the house in all the other ones. Why is no one here? Let's just check around downstairs. Maybe in the art studio there's something. No, there doesn't seem to be actually. Okay. Oh, visiting artists week's local art show hosted by Gallery. Guests filled the room near its capacity, unlike all recent shows. This one. ... Okay. I don't seem to see any story about the house here, so I guess we'll just whisper in his ear some sweet something. Dan couldn't bear the thought of Linda going to the funeral alone, so he bought tickets and flew to Denver with her. The funeral was hard for Linda, but having Dan with her made it easier to bear. They stayed up all night at the funeral as Linda told Dan a story about Grandma Joe. Something about themselves. I hope people are fast readers as me. Dan taught Paul into compromise. He would work on the chapter and send it to Paul as soon as he could. Then Paul would try and talk into including an excerpt into the impact personal appearance. This would build some awareness. When Dan told Tommy that he wouldn't be able to go to the show, Tommy had a crying fit and tried to tear up the magazine. It worried his parents. He hadn't thrown a fit like this for almost a year. It was exactly the kind of thing that they'd hoped to avoid by spending summer in a quiet and peaceful place. Well, kid, get over it. And that's how the Capalans' first month at the house on the cliff came to an end. Oh, is that the game? That was brief. Dan sent a work in progress to his agent, who was glad to see that Dan had gotten back on track. They were both hopeful that Dan could maintain his focus and write a book that delivered on promise of his work so far. A few nights later, Dan and Linda got a babysitter and drove into town for a date. Dan surprised Linda by giving her a necklace he'd snuck into town to buy the day before, and Linda surprised him by giving him a watch he had his eye on. When they got home, they crept upstairs. Tommy was asleep, and then made love like their wedding night. I think that's what that said. The next day, Dan made a good on promise to take Tommy into the woods and look for arrowheads. Though he barely had the time, Tommy could tell his father was disinterested, but once he found an arrowhead, his spirits improved a bit. Dan waited while Tommy explored, and Tommy found an arrowhead. They still had 2 more months at the coast. Their story was just beginning. Is that a prospect for DLC then, I wonder? Or is it still carrying on? Oh no, there's more! Okay, fair enough. I thought it was ending. I was going to say that's a bit brief. Full house. A friend of Dan's was coming to visit. I'm reading to a class. I'm like 4. Someone has turned off a few lights in the house. Lights have been turned off. Can't even be possessed. Oh dear. Okay, so there is more. Okay, I'm just going to stop here for now, and I'll probably carry on in minutes, but I don't know. I'll just see how long I've been recording. So, I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. Game's on sale on Steam right now, and see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, I haven't actually been playing that long, so I'm going to carry on. Because why not? I quite like the game. It's an interesting story. So there's something I'm 1/3 of the way through if they still have 2 months left after the first month. That's just sort of like a little progress update. Okay, so the kid wants to go camping. Honey, I'm sorry it's been so long since my last letter, but we've been all over the place. Have you gotten settled into the big house yet? I hope getting away from everything has been a help for you and Dan. I'm writing because, speaking of getting away, your father and I are going to take a road trip. I found some good AARP deals. No idea what that means. And with your father's only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes of scenery. And as you're hopefully learning, it can be just the thing a marriage needs. Lord knows it helped us. Our trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit, I'm sorry to say. And if you write back, we'll be gone before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels has long distance, but if we don't get a chance to call, send my love to Dan and Thomas. We know you're your father, and I want the best for all of you. I cannot read cursive writing very well at all. Like I said, part 1 for Linda. So we make it slightly more difficult by turning off some of the lights. Shit! She didn't see me, did she? No, she didn't. Good. Good. Whew, that was close. Nearly got fucked over there. Check sofa. Call chamber recommends. Hotels in town. Double check T9K trip when Dan gets back. Alright. Go up here. Yep. Okay, so he wants to go camping, he also wants to sit on the couch and watch TV with his dad. Alright. This kid needs to decide what he wants. Cheeky kid. Want them both. You can't put a couch and TV in a tent, it'll get wet when it rains. What's this kid thinking? Silly kid.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book, and fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond, and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that. Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Friday can't get here soon enough.
Oh, okay. So we can get some help with his book. Good.
Okay.
Good news! Mom called today with a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tynan they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. Hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic Mears family feast. Though, maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business. Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
Ah, so the parents are a bit nosy, maybe.
Here we go.
So they're going to visit and maybe interfere a bit more than they should. I talked to Darby's parents, and they're okay with him sleeping over. They said they take care of Tommy so we can return. I know the timing isn't great, but maybe we can work something out. Let's talk when you get up, Lynn. Okay, so I've got all Tommy's ones. Cool. And I've got all Linda's, so I just have Dan's left to do. Fair enough. Is there something else in his room? Not his room, is... Yep, there's something. Is there? No. It's not. Okay. That's annoying. What if I go down here? There's usually something in the kitchen. We've already checked the kitchen once, but maybe I missed something, I don't know. Anything over here? No. This is something? Guy, probably not expecting to hear from me, were you? You know I'm all about surprises. Look, we're going to head up the coast next weekend. We're doing the drive from LA to Seattle. And I have an interview on Tuesday, and Kelly has a friend who's going to introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Can we crash at your place on the way up? We should be pulling through next Friday. I was thinking we could use it as an excuse to jam on our books. I want to see your new stuff. I have a draft I want you to take a look at. I'm way beyond knowing what's good or not with my work, so I could really use the advice, and you know I'll give it straight about your new book. Is there a title yet? Could be an impromptu writer's workshop, I guess. Anyway, I think it'd be fun. Let me know. T. Oh, there's only 2 of his stuff. I thought I had it all now. Damn it. I thought that was the last one, but it's not. Is this what I need? Visiting artist, husband and son. Okay. A visiting artist chose this way. Local art workshop hosted Westside Gallery collection on display was striking. The art joined by her husband and son was one hand to discuss her work with the guests who filled the room near the casting online researchers. We've already seen that, so that's not a thing. No.
Huh?
Shit. Go away, kid. You little bastard. Don't want any of your crap. There's never anything in these bathrooms, but I'm sure there will be at some point. There's got to be. Nothing on the door, nothing on any windows. Okay. Right, I can't seem to find down the stuff. So maybe I should just say we'll focus on the kid and the wife this time.
Mom called.
So I'll focus on the kid and the wife this time. Oh no, here it is. Hey, didn't want to bother you while you were working, but didn't want to forget again. Been meaning to ask, have you found any ponds or on your hacks, creeks? No rush, just curious. Okay, so we've got all of them. Cool. So we'll explore his mind. and then we will find out what's up with him. So,